Marines were victorious against USC thanks to a punishing run game, 290 yards, 157 of which came on 3 long runs. They had just 32 passing yards. Now they get a Minnesota team that had some trouble stopping the run against Iowa last week. As Caleb Johnson-led Hawks went for 272 on the ground. P.J. Fleck well aware it will not get easier on Saturday in Ann Arbor.
You know, the big house is not called the little house. It's called the big house for a reason. But we can't let the circumstance dictate our behavior. And, you got to be able to play anywhere in the Big Ten. And you've been preparing for that all offseason. In terms of their offense, they're going to run the football. They did that with Jim Harbaugh. They're doing that with Sharon. And they're doing it in a lot of unique ways, especially with the quarterback change. They're big. They're strong. We've got to be able to stop the run.
Yeah, it was good. Good to get that first experience as a starter and play, especially in a big-time game and great atmosphere like it was on Saturday. So, yeah, there's a good bit that we can add and things that we can do to complement the running game. And obviously the running game was successful, but want to be balanced. And, we've had years in the past where we've had those games like that we've had to win like that, and not afraid to win like that as long as we win. So we'll definitely just keep rolling.
And they had their best team, certainly in recent memory, but arguably ever last year, that won a game like that against Penn State where they didn't throw the ball at all in the second half. So to Sharon Moore's point, this is a huge departure. The difference is that team had J.J. McCarthy. They knew they could throw it if they needed to. Yeah. Does this game just come down to, in your opinion, can Minnesota stop the run, and can they force Michigan to at least have to try to throw the ball?
Trevor, I think it does, ultimately. I think because what's happening here is Minnesota's put on film from last week that they're going to struggle stopping the run. So their point of emphasis all week has been trying to stop the run and find ways of doing it. And I think really from the podium, you heard both coaches talk about what needs to happen and what they're going to do moving forward. As we talked about, PJ, they got to stop it. They understand. It looks like Michigan is now going to run the football. They're going to be a run-heavy team as they continue to allow Orji to develop into the passer. It's not that he can't throw it. He can. There's no doubt about it. It's about finding the plays to get him comfortable. But now when you have him at quarterback, it puts a tremendous strain on your defense because he can take it the distance too. Mm-hmm. And then you look at the talented backfield, what are you going to do? Are you going to force him to pitch it, or are you going to force him to keep it? You don't want either one of those things to happen. So you ultimately have to pick your poison. But there's going to come a point in this game where Alex Orji is going to have to come up with a big play in the passing game, whether it's a third and long. He's going to have to be able to make some of those plays. But as Michigan has already said, and you heard Coach Moore talk about it, there's still further and more for this offense to continue to expand. They just have to take care of the football. And I think what we're seeing right now is Michigan making the switch offensively of what their philosophy was going to be in the first couple of weeks to what they believe that this is going to look like moving forward. And I think it's going to be more of a run-dominant team, which will allow some things to happen down the field vertically with some big plays, right? They should be able to hit some big plays if they're going to be so committed, if their defenses are going to be committed to trying to take the run away.
To me, the challenge is, you look at that second half against USC, they didn't have a first down for the first 27 and a half minutes of the second half. Mm-hmm. And I get that they won the game, and I'm totally with Sharon Moore. We won the game against a good team. That was what he said. Mm-hmm. And I'm with him 100%. You win in whatever way that you have to. Mm-hmm. But can you do that against some of the – and again, USC's a good team.
Yes.
But there are some other really good teams on this schedule, and they won by the narrowest of margins. They were able to pull that off. Yeah. So I think it goes back to your point, which is at some point you're going to have to prove to an elite team that you can beat them with a pass down the field, because they'll just load more and more guys up.
Let's go back a couple of years with J.J. under center, right? And they would run the ball, and they would say, well, at some point, J.J.'s going to have to throw it. We've got to be able to throw the football, right, to be able to elevate, to beat some of the best teams. And they continue to get better.
Then he became a first-round pick.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, they won a national championship. Yeah. So the plan and the system's already in place. So it's not like this is a departure. Right? They're going with a quarterback now that can run it, more athletic maybe as a runner than JJ was, and we're going to find out what he is as a passer as the season continues to move forward.
Yeah, that game in the early window on Saturday, Joel.